All right, and we are back. Hopefully we're going to do a longer video this time, as long as everything goes the way it's planned. This time we got to finish up the Jeep. I still got to do the flares and everything. I still got to finish up the steering, you know, the sway bars. I still got to finish up bolting up all the shocks and everything on the front. So that's what we're going to do this video. And next video, I should have a lot of parts coming. I definitely ordered parts on Amazon. The cheapest parts I could get, but a ton of parts. So all right, let's get to work. All right, we got this sucker out, and that took a little bit of going back and forth with the impact and a whole bunch of penetrating oil, and it came off. Now it's kind of just a temporary fix, but I'm actually going to mount this sway bar on the outside here, because when I relocated the original bracket, it's actually a little wider, so I'm going to put it on the outside here. But this inside, believe it or not, throughout all that rust, has got a sleeve in it. It should be enough strength for now. I need to build a better sway bar, or maybe pull this one out a little bit, you know, to help go in there. Actually, keeping this in is probably best. I'm gonna have to build like a sway bar that has a little more bend to it, because that bend actually helps dodge the tire right here when the tire comes and turns in. So, all right, let's mount this thing up. Alright, so the driver's side is on. It is not perfect. These need to be played with a little bit, bent around, but they'll work for now. Honestly, I'll see how long it lasts. I'm not really worried about it. So, well, I'm gonna scuff all this stuff up and get some actual paint on these, because, I mean, while I'm at it, I might as well. These look kind of rough. We'll do that, and then the next step is to throw a couple bolts down here. If you can see in there, they've been missing since I put new shocks on. The original bolts broke, but that's okay. I got some better bolts I'm gonna put in there. Of course, anti-seize and all that will be done later. I have a light coat of self-etching primer on there just to keep away the rust a little bit. I'm actually eventually going to take these all down and sand them all down and repaint them and leave like a satin finish. Maybe I'll do it like a steel color or something like that, maybe to help match all this stuff. But for now, just trying to get her on the road, get her rolling. We'll do all that later. Got my bolts in there, as you can see, tight. And okay, guess I'm ready to throw this wheel on. And maybe we'll throw this thing on the ground today and roll it out of the shop. I don't think I'll need it up in the air for the next couple things I want to do. Alright, I lied. I gotta do one more thing while it's on the lift. I gotta get these ugly ass things off. You know? Yeah, they might be nice to step into, but honestly, they're like ground clearance problems. I know the frame's under there, but if I go into heavy rocks, man, I'm just gonna be ripping this thing off. So while I got on the lift, I'm just gonna zip this sucker off. I think it makes for a cleaner looking Jeep too, in my opinion. Well, next step is I gotta get these flares ready. I'm gonna take this thing off, but before I do that, I wanted to see what it looks like with a flare up against it. I might need it, but yeah, time to do these damn flares. And after flares, we get to tackle some taillights. Need a razor blade. Please be smooth. I have to sand the texture out. They're not bad looking. They're actually pretty smooth. So get this plastic off of you. Yeah, that'll look pretty good. Fit really good. These are only like 120 bucks on Amazon, and they fit really nice. And they don't look too wavy. It doesn't look like the plastic's distorted. Actually made pretty nice. Now, I don't mind like rock crawlers and stuff for the more open fenders and everything, but like I said, I want this kind of to be like a really clean Jeep, you know. The more and more I've been building Jeeps, the more and more I've been building them to be like really clean and factory looking, but being able to perform. So even though I said in the beginning I don't want to put like a locker or anything in it, if I could get my hands on like a good air locker, but maybe used or something, I'd probably go that route. But if I got to get a really noisy lunchbox locker going, I'm not gonna do it. But yeah, these look pretty good. So the next step is to test fit everything just to make sure they all fit, and then take them back off and spray them. And this one fits really damn good. They fit pretty good. You gotta really hold them on there, press them on there, but still not a bad fit. And these things don't look distorted or anything, but just got a really good idea. I think I'm gonna color match these. Color match the door handles. I don't know what I want to do with the mirrors. I think I might put those mirrors that move up. So maybe I'll just take those off. But yeah, I think this thing would look really good. Completely color matched. No top, color match hard top, and a nice bumper. So, which is in the mail. All right, they're all scuffed up. One thing I did notice is when I was scuffing it, I kind of figured it was, but these are raw plastic, so you really shouldn't be scuffing on raw plastic because it has a mold release that you actually scuff back into the plastic, so it's going to be really hard to you know, get paint to stick to it if it's got mold release, which is an oil on it. So the best thing to do is hot water and Dawn dish detergent, some kind of detergent without no aloe or anything to make your hands feel better. But when you wash it with hot water and Dawn dish detergent, what will happen is it'll actually pull the mold release out. You really shouldn't do it before scuffing it or sanding it like this, but it's no big deal. It's just a Jeep. I'm pretty sure it's going to be okay. And the sealers that I use have a good adhesion promoter in it, and I haven't had any issues. Oh, there we go. This ain't no RWB Porsche, but something pretty cool. A friend of mine, I've done a few cars for, picked this thing up for a pretty good price, and he had some metal wide body welded on there. So pretty much just smooth it out, completely strip it completely down, and repaint it, polish it up to Porsche quality. This job is going to be a pain in the ass. Let's see if we can get it started. So I have no clue how to mess with these cars. Ooh, God, they're so tiny inside. The pedals are like race style. Thing's gonna catch on fire. Oh! Come on. Come on. Whoa, 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 whoa! Oh yeah! Hell yeah, we running now. Look at this thing will idle. Man, she good. We on. I'm not a, I'm honestly not even a Porsche fan. Like, don't get me wrong, they're cool cars, but they're just like super trendy right now. So, yeah, there you go. Don't know what year. It's like an 80s. I don't even know how you open this thing. This is rubber? It's crazy. But whatever, I'll work on anything. So might own one day. I don't know, it's probably gonna grow on me after this one. So cool. All right, let me move around. Alright, so I just sprinkled some stuff called Dirt Trap. It's made by DeVelvis, which is a spray gun company, and what it helps does, it keeps the floor like kind of sticky, so any dirt floating around, the fans will eventually push it, these fans will eventually push it down to the ground and it'll stick on the ground. Helps out to be a lot cleaner. These parts are like kind of small, so I'm not really too worried about it dirt wise, so I just push all the dirt up here. Obviously, with the way my fans are, the dirt's gonna flow down, or the air is gonna flow down across and hold any dirt here, so it's okay to do here. If I were to do a car, I would clean this entire place out and hose this entire place down with that Dirt Trap stuff. So that's like a little tip, you know, if you're doing any garage paint jobs, you don't really have the airflow to keep dirt down because we don't have a downdraft booth. This is how we make dirt stick to the floor. So, all right. There we we go. We got some clear on her. I think this color match is gonna look pretty good. Really can't complain. I really hammered that clear on there and filled in all of that stuff. You can see it really well. Anyways, this is good for now. I'm gonna let this stuff dry overnight, and then tomorrow I'm gonna work on new taillights for that thing and hopefully installing these flares. They should be hard enough by tomorrow. So that's a wrap for tonight. See you tomorrow. All right, back next day, next night. You know, I work late. It's 11 o'clock. Wife's out of town, so it takes a little bit longer for me to put the kids to bed. Anyways, everything looks good. My paint didn't shrink too bad into the textured surface, so I think it's gonna look really good. So the goal today is to, or tonight, is to put the flares on. And yeah, let's get the flares on. Hopefully we have some time tonight to strip all this crap off, and possibly take these bumpers off too, because they're just hideous. I want to see what holes are left under here. I just want a really clean looking Jeep with nothing on it, except for like really clean stuff. Like this will be flush, no spare tire on the back. And everything color matched. So the door handles, I was going to take them out, but I said screw it. I'm just going to tape them up and spray them on the car. It's easier that way. These bolts right here are rusty. I just kind of want to like scuff them up a little bit and just paint over all that. Just something quick, easy to clean up. So yeah, it is kind of tight in here. As you can see, I am snugged up against this Porsche that I'm going to be working on next week. Well, let's get to work. Pain in the ass. So every little piece of hardware they gave me did not work right. Those little screws up there, pain in the it gives you this little square thing. Like, what are you supposed to do with this? You know? So I had pliers on there, but then I actually stuck this on there to hold it. But this thing sucks. So I used a wrench there to hold it in place, which is a pain in the ass because you got this fender liner super tight on your fingers. So I got that screw in there. So we got 1, 2, this one's loose. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm gonna stick one more right there, but flares on, not as easy as a YouTube video. 30 minutes to do that. Wow, at least I know what to do now, so maybe I can fly on the rest of this crap. All right, let's knock this out. Pretty much another 30 minutes. But this thing is looking pretty fly. Self-tapper life, because the Jeep is a Jeep, and self-tappers are just necessary because every bolt was broken or stripped or something. When I painted these, I taped this part off because it just looks like crap when you're just trying to get color in there. So color match looks pretty good to me. I think I still got to tighten this up, so gotta remember to do that. But pretty sturdy. So Self-tapper in there. Good enough. Alright. Yeah, that thing looks pretty good. Pretty excited. Alright, so I'm going to snug that up, and then we can take out these ugly ass taillights. Alright, we got everything busted off. It looks really good. Sucky part is I'm running out of time. So pretty much I'm going to save taking off the bumper and installing the new taillights for the next video. But at least the other parts I've ordered, you know, will come in. I got a light bar coming, and I got a front bumper coming, and a bunch of other little stuff. Hopefully the next video will be able to finish this up. But let me show you guys what I want to do here. So I want to do something a little different. A lot of guys always run, you know, a 4-inch LED light, but I actually want to run a reverse light too. Maybe right here. I think there's some spot welds here, but somewhere I want to run a reverse light. Definitely had to get a reverse light that was bright enough to light up the entire back area, just in case I'm backing up in the woods I can actually see. So I think these will do. There's a lot of really bright LEDs in there. So, but yeah, that's going to be for next video. Next video, we're going to get all the lighting hooked up, mounted up. We're going to get my new bumper set up and all. And that's all I have time for today. So, anyways, I'm going to save putting on these tail lights and the rest of the parts that I have coming for next week. And hopefully, I'll have this thing ready to go so I can take it and get an alignment at my work and everything, and then be on the road. So, well, anyways, that's all we have for today. If you like me, if you like what you see, subscribe, and I'll catch you next week.